I've come to the realization that drugs are not for everyone. Like, I have friends that when they are smoking weed, when they are high off weed, they act different. I don't know if this is the same for everybody, but I have a couple of friends that when they smoke, they say weird things that they don't really mean. They start acting differently. A lot of them start, not a lot of them, but like a couple of them, they start becoming someone that I know that they're not. And it's weird because I feel like drugs has that effect on people sometimes. It's like when they take certain things, they start to change, you know? Sometimes we start dancing sporadically. Sometimes we start laughing hysterically. Sometimes we, like alcohol to alcohol is a drug as well. So when we drink, we start doing things that we may regret afterwards, right? But it's crazy when you think about it. It's like these substances that we put in our body, it's like another presence takes over us. Like something takes us, like takes over our body and our mind in a very, very subtle way. And science can prove that, it's just like, the change in the chemical reactions in your body, the synapses in your brain start to change or whatever. Science can back it up scientifically, but science cannot back up the fact that your personality starts to change sometimes. You start becoming someone different, and I can say this from experience. Like when I used to drink, which I don't drink anymore at all. When I used to drink, like 4 or 5 years ago, I used to become very wild. I would become very social, but I'd also become very wild. And once I sober up and I look back at what I did, it's like, this is not something that I would have done if I was sober. Like, this is not me. And it's the same with weed. Whenever I smoke weed, I start performing acts that are completely parallel to who I am. Yeah, it feels good. Everything tastes better. Everything is like funnier. You feel happier. But it comes at a cost. It comes at a cost, I believe, of your identity. When you take these drugs. I've never done like hardcore drugs like coke or meth or any of those like stuff, but you can even tell that when people are on meth, they look like zombies. They're walking like zombies. Their bodies are bent over. They're on the ground. And it's like they're possessed. It can also be similar to when you smoke weed. We may be possessed by some sort of entity that goes in our body, into our soul, and makes us act a certain way. That makes us believe that we are something. That makes us do certain acts, perform certain acts. It's the same with drinking too. When we drink, we could be possessed by something evil, by something not from this world, that makes us do certain things, that makes us act a certain way, that makes us feel comfortable, that tells ourselves like, this is okay to do. That since you feel good, it must be good for you. That's not always the case. Not everything that feels good is good for you. And then we take all these drugs, we do all these things, we drink, we do all this shit, and then we end up doing shit that we regret. and at the cost of our health, and at the cost of all the, like, maybe we may have done some really terrible made some terrible decisions while we were under the influence. When you are sober, when you're completely free from all these things, all these stimulants, all these drugs, all these intoxicants, that's when you are your true self. That's when you are able to take control of your life. And the thing is, even if you gradually use these drugs, like say like recreationally, it still can have the same effect. When you take these things incrementally, in small increments, your body is telling you that, you know what, it's okay to do. It's okay to do this. It's okay to take it once a week. It's okay to take it once a month. It's okay to pop a Molly once a month. You know, it's okay to do that. It's fine. You know, you feel really good. You feel really happy. You feel really one with the world. You feel one with everything. But at the same time, that you are losing something from that. You know, you're gaining happiness and pleasure, but you're also losing something from that. You're losing dopamine, but who knows what else is being taken away from you, and who knows what kind of, you know, it could be impure what you're taking. And even if you check it, you check the purity of these drugs, there is still a risk that you could end up being hospitalized. There's always a risk when you are taking drugs, no matter what, no matter how much you check it, no matter how much research you put in, no matter how much you take in, there could be detrimental effects. When you smoke marijuana, you could be at risk of getting a heart attack. You could be at risk of having you could be at risk of catching diseases or something like that, cancer, because any smoke that you inhale in your body is not good for you. It contains chemicals that are not supposed to be there. Even with the purest form of weed, you're still smoking it. You're still inhaling smoke, and your lungs are not meant to be inhaled smoke. And don't even get me started on drinking. Don't even get me started on tobacco, because those are definitely unhealthy as hell. So if you decide to continue to take these things, right, these drugs, just be very careful and try to be very aware of yourself when you're taking these things. Have a lot of mental control of yourself and identify when you are starting to change when you're on these substances. Because a lot of people, when they take this stuff, they just let it happen to them. But we still need to have awareness. We still need to reflect. We still need to be able to realize that our true self is when we are not taking these things. Our true self, our true path to happiness, our true path to purpose and fulfillment is when we are not taking any of these things. Thanks for watching.